We're live. Been a while. How's everybody doing? Hopefully some guys will chime in. See what's going on. Say good evening to everybody. Busy day, busy day. We'll see who's here. See who's coming in. I know Bellhopper's got a video going on right now. He's been on, but he stays on for hours. I mean, the last I think he was on for about 4 hours. So he actually made a pretty cool Christmas tree out of horseshoes. He's showing that now for, I think, his mother or somebody, but nice. Came out nice. Oh, 2 moderators. You guys can fight it out. But crazy day today, though. Crazy. Maddie, those bars are wild. I mean, is that something that he was working on? Because I wasn't at the get together long enough to talk about bars, but those are pretty cool bars. Jesse, Maddie, James, evening to all. I titled this, I Hate Varnish, because I'm sick and tired of working on old carburetors that smell like varnish and you can't get the smell off your hands. My hands will be smelling like varnish for about 3 days. So I just got to crank up the ultrasonic and get the things cleaned out. Did a short block today on a blower. The guy did the 2-stroke mix like this. Yeah, that's enough. He never, ever in 20 years mixed fuel with a gauge or, with anything. He just would pour a little bit in, shake it up in the equipment and run it. And he's been running equipment for 20 years, he said. So this time he said it started to pull hard and he ended up straight gas in the short block. And now it's got a new short block. So, at Masterminds. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't remember anyone talking about that. But it was a cool looking bar with was it the 6 rivets, I guess? That's pretty cool. Cool looking, big industrial bar. Who else is here? We got Maddie, James, and Jesse. But haven't been on in a while. Work's been crazy, going nuts. I got to work every day except Christmas Day. But hey, got to work, got to make the money so I could buy expensive stuff like metal and tools and expensive bars and things like that. Boneyard, how you doing, buddy? I wanted to talk about stupid snowblower stuff. I had one customer, didn't have shear pins, so he welded the rakes onto his gearbox and wondered why he blew the gearbox. That was one. I had another guy who used, what was it, brass or copper wire. He had something that he had a spool of, and he just kept wrapping it up and around in the holes to make it work. It worked for a while. It almost looked like speaker wire, but it was solid like electrical wire, but didn't have any sheathing on it. It was just straight copper wire. I don't know. And what else did I see? Varnish carburetors. Oh, if anyone uses one of those old Toro CCR 3000s or 2000s, they have a McCuney carburetor on it. And if you're leaking fuel out of that McCuney carburetor, it's a $30 needle and seat kit. So be prepared to spend some money. How do I know? I just changed one. So $30, no discounts. No matter where you go. Yeah, but I tell you, Matt, yes, as long as it fits in the hole. But I mean, I've seen guys use baling wire in a pinch. I've seen them use everything. But it's the first time I ever seen a guy actually weld it like a rosette. He rotated the hole till it was on solid shaft and welded it up like a rosette weld. So, and I said to him, "What do you want me to do?" He goes, "Well, we got to replace gearbox." I said, "Yeah, but what do you want me to do about the auger?" So I'll have to put it on my Bridgeport and mill out the holes, and mill off the weld or whatever. Either that or buy all new rakes and gear shaft. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, what's up with everybody? I know what's up with Maddie and James. What's up with Jesse and Boneyard? Boneyard, I haven't seen a video in a couple of days, I don't think. Jesse, how you doing, buddy? What else is going on? I actually have a leaf blower, walk behind leaf blower someone brought to me. That's why I talked about Varnish. He hadn't run it in probably 10 years. And the inside was greener than the Grinch and stunk like a can of varnish. So, yeah, like I said, that's the worst smell. Working on small engines is that varnish smell because you can't get it off your hands. Be a good test for the ultrasonic tank. I'm going to try a huge Skippy peanut butter jar because I've been trying different things, different liquids and stuff like that. And I know that Steve's Small Engine Saloon uses the containers. And I've used containers in the past. And I think I got the same size as you, Maddie, a 9-liter one. It's a pretty good size tank. But I want to use a big Skippy jar, stick the carburetor parts in there with some solvent, seal it up, then stick it in a water bath in the ultrasonic. This way, as long as you keep distilled water in the bath, it won't go bad, and you don't have to worry about changing solvent. So I'm going to try that out. That's all. Christmas stuff I leave to the wife and kids. I took them to the what was it? Trans-Siberian Orchestra concert in Hartford a few weeks ago. That was their Christmas gift. So the rest is up to them. Nikki, how you doing, brother? How's things over across the pond there? Yeah, your dad had some cool stuff, Boneyard. I saw some of the cabinets and things. Nice to have someone that was into the small engines. Actually, you talk about old shops. I was actually talking to my friend Ronnie, who owns L&R Power in Monroe up here. And I was joking with him, saying, "Oh, you ever want to sell this shop, Ronnie? And maybe something for my retirement. I'll buy it," because he's a few years older than me. And I said, "You'll retire before me." So I joked with him, saying, "I'll buy the shop and take it over." They got the best mechanic there. Justin's the best. He's dynamite. He knows everything about everything. And make Justin my partner. I'll buy the place. How's that? If you're watching, Justin, that'll be our future. How's that? Anywho, yeah, like I said, some snow blowers today, a couple little chainsaws. The 257's done. I just have to bring it outside and fire it up. It has 155 compression, so that's good. Like I said, the seals were good. It was just that cracked gasket on the intake. I had 1 million people email me on the extra gasket I was talking about in the 257. For some reason, when I took that saw apart, it had not only that metal, which I think was the original gasket, was a metal gasket, but it also had a paper or composite gasket, and it just screwed me up. When I got the kit from HL Supply with all the highway kit with the gaskets, it had the paper gasket in there. And I'm saying, where do all these go together? And if you look at any IPL, it only shows that stamped metal gasket going back on the muffler. Hey, Lucky, how you doing, pal? I saw you working on all those plows the other day. It looked like some fun work. So I thought it took both gaskets, but then Craigie set me straight, and we looked at the IPLs, and he sent me a few, and none of the IPLs show two gaskets. So basically, I don't know if it ever had a composite paper type gasket. Everyone that I've seen always had that metal type. It looks like almost the same shape as the exhaust port with like chamfered corners on it. And that's the picture it shows in the IPL. So I put it back together without the paper. I just did the curved shield. Then I did the metal gasket, then the muffler, then the screws. So that's how it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. No big deal. Yeah, what did you do, Matt? I missed that part of the video the other day. How'd you cut yourself? I know I think James was saying you were doing a little surgery 101 the other night. It was funny. I chimed onto the video, and the second I chimed onto the video, your exact words were, "Oh, I'll be back in about 20 minutes." And I'm like, what happened? And someone said you cut your finger. So anyway, flywheel. Let's see. I tell you one thing. Yeah, Bonner, I love that Jacobson. That's a pretty tractor. I saw you put the lights on it the other day. Is that the one where you had two of them and you kept one? Because I remember seeing those other videos too, but even the one you have is beautiful. It really looks nice. It's a pretty tractor. And I mean, they made them, I'm trying to think, wasn't Jake the one that made them for Ford? I think Jacobsons were Fords years ago. But can you yeah, Matt, cut yourself again in your next video so we don't miss it. Yeah, that's all. So you actually did a stitch, Matt? Because that's what James was saying. Oh, he's gonna go upstairs and stitch himself. And I'm like, well, he's a doctor. It's not illegal. Huh. Interesting. What else is going on? Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, 22nd. I may have to go into work. I got guys working tomorrow, so I may have to go in there just to visit. But Yeah, I'm trying to clean up the garage a little bit. I got my Harley in there. I want to move it into the basement so I can free up some more space in the garage to work on stuff because it's getting cold out there. I mean, it's going to warm up. I don't know about you, Maddie. Today here was like 40, so it's actually warming up. Tomorrow, it's supposed to get into high 40s and maybe even 50 by Monday, Tuesday. So it looks like it's going to be a green Christmas this year, no white Christmas for us. I don't know if it's going to cool down or what later, but it's supposed to be a warm Christmas this year. So that's okay. I mean, usually it's been rainy, crappy Christmases, but it's okay. No big deal. Tough to tie the stick. Yeah, that's true. You didn't have Katrina help you? Put a little thing on it. Oh, boy. But 51. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, you too, Nikki. You'll see it before we will by 5 hours. So, you coming out with any other videos, Nick? I haven't seen one in a while. Let's see. Did you try? No, Lucky, the StreamYard that you're talking about, for anyone that's into the live streams, Maddie or whoever, that StreamYard software allows you to put your picture in the screen. So whoever uses the StreamYard, we can see not only myself or who's doing the stream, but other people as well. I know Small Engine Nation and all those guys, they've been doing it a lot. So you can see whoever talks, your picture will come up and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can see the faces. You can put a lot of faces to the text to see how pretty or ugly we are. That's all. But I do have to try that though. What is it, a free download, Lucky? I gotta check that out. I don't know if I can do it on my Chromebook because this doesn't have a hard drive. Everything on a Chromebook is done via the cloud. That's why there's no hard drive. The battery lasts for 11 hours and it's just streaming basically. I'll try it though. I'll see. I'll look it up later, see if there's an app for it to go on this Chromebook. But I don't know. It's not a computer. It's a Chromebook. So it acts a little differently than a PC. So, memory. Yeah, like I said, Nick, these Chromebooks are about $150, which aren't bad. The only problem I don't like about it, it only has a camera that faces me. It doesn't have a forward-facing camera. So I'd love to be able, if it was forward facing, I could use it downstairs in the shop, pointed at what I'm working on, then talk and see myself. That would have been better. But hey, for $150, I can't complain. Free for 20 hours. Yeah, but what is it? $2 or something for the software, Lucky? Shouldn't be that bad. I see you guys use it all the time in the Small Engine Nation. Yesterday, we had a guy walking around the shop at where I work dressed as Santa. And as you can see, I sort of look like young Santa now, especially with my belly. So they wanted me to walk around in a Santa suit too, but I said, no, I'll pass. A lot of gray in this thing. I don't know. A lot of gray. We'll see. Where is my brother Craig Timmons? He had to shave his beard off because he had to do some confined space training that didn't allow, I think, an oxygen mask on with a beard. But I think the training's over, so I don't know if he's going to grow it back for the holidays or what. I tell you one thing, though, being out in the driveway working on stuff in the cold, it helps. It really does. You could really feel the wind. We had that big ice storm last week, and I tell you, having this really helped. It really did. So what else is going on? Maddie, what do you have now? You must have like 25 saws. I mean, it seems like every day you're getting 2 or 3 more in the mail. Seems like you got a lot of stuff going on. What do we got here? Free magnets of the Lucky 7 with Facebook. Yeah, definitely. I got to get up your way, Lucky, just to meet you and maybe have a cup of coffee or something and chew the fat because I enjoy your channel and we probably have a lot in common. And you're not that far away. You're only about 2 hours away, so that's not too bad. Yeah, scuba training. Ooh. I got problems with my ears. I can't go underwater. I got a hole in my eardrum. Haven't been able to go underwater since I was like 5 years old, but that's okay. Scuba sounds like fun though. Let's see. Yeah, Nick, they are earned. Once actually, I think probably when I turned 50, like 6 years ago, that's when they started coming in. But it really happened on my. It was funny. One thing my dad gave me was hair. I mean, he may not have given me the best, looks and riches and all that, but I have a full head of hair. And people always say, where'd you get that hair? And when my daughter had her cancer, 8 years ago when she was diagnosed and all that, and she had to go for chemo, I shaved my head. And not shaved, I left myself about 1/8 of an inch crew cut. And I let my hair grow back. and I kept it at a crew cut until her hair started growing back after her chemo and radiation. That was about 2 years, and I liked it, kind of liked it. I'll post a picture of it someday, but I look kind of funny with the zip cut. People always thought I was in the Marines or something. Everybody at work, because we have a lot of people that are ex-military where I work, seeing we make helicopters for the military and all that. There's always a lot of ex-military. And once they saw me, everyone was calling me Jarhead or Jughead, thinking I was ex-Marine, but felt good in the summer anyway, not in the winter. But anywho, yeah, shop day'd be fun. I tell you, my truck, I don't know, Lucky. I don't know if it'll last enough to come up to your place. My front end is shot. My stabilizer links are gone. My ball joints are gone. The tires are wearing on the inside. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, Matt, you do your own? I know I have a friend of mine who bought one of those. He shaves his head, and he actually bought a bald head shaver, and it actually has like wheels on it. And he actually uses it a guy I work with, and he shaves his. It looks pretty good too, but yeah, it looks like cute. I know. Boy. Yeah, but Nikki, here's the thing. I drive 6 miles to work. Okay, so really, it's a hop, skip, and jump. It's not bad enough where it's shaking or anything like that. It's just that the ball joints are to the point where the tires are towing in a little bit. The stabilizer link, that's just handling. That doesn't mean anything. The shocks are good. The brake lines are starting to rot from all the garbage they're putting on the street, all this beet juice and sugar and salt and everything else. So I tell you one thing, I miss having the buzzed cut because it was convenient. You just take the razor and just cut it off. Now with this, I got to go see my barber, my guy, Dominic. He's from Italy. I got to go see him maybe tomorrow, give him his Christmas present. I usually give him one extra haircut fee. That's his Christmas bonus. So I'm surprised he hasn't called me because usually he looks forward to that. And then in return, he gives me, like dried meat and homemade wine and a good haircut and shave. So it's a fair trade. Anyway. What else we got going on? Yeah, let's see. What did the magnets look like, Lucky? Did you have it on one of your streams? I don't know if I saw that yet. Speaking of magnets and stickers, Maddie, I got to get one from you. I still don't have one here to throw in my toolbox. I got to get that. I was talking to my sister-in-law the other day, who's a graphic designer, and she's supposed to design business cards for me to have the business cards with a decent logo. The one you see now when you call up my channel, that's just something I grabbed off the internet. I like it. It looks nice, the guy with the wrench and all, but I don't know if that's proprietary somewhere. I'd hate like heck to do stickers and things like that and then get sued because I'm using someone's graphic. So I asked her if she could, maybe make something, and we'll see how it goes. And then I can make stickers and stuff like that. Maddie, I wanted to ask you, I was talking to someone the other day about t-shirts. And I know when you did your as is t-shirts, is that, 100 minimum on the t-shirts? So you're spending like $2,000, or is there somewhere where I could buy maybe 50 t-shirts once I decide on doing that? Because I'd really love to get a logo going and get some t-shirts, because people have actually, and even family members have asked me. I just went on that place that sells the shirts, and they wanted 100 minimum at $20, and $2,000 is a lot to swallow right now. But we'll see if business gets better. Who knows? But I really have to do a good logo and something unique, something that, I don't know if I want to show myself off with a beard or not beard or whatever. Yeah, 20 is the one. I forget the name of that place that sells Teespring. I think it's called Teespring, but they're minimum $20 and 100 pieces. So, 20 is not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. Shoot. Yeah, 20 I could do if it's $20 a piece. That wouldn't be too bad, but I can't see, 100, that's crazy. Lucky, I was working out in the shop. I actually saw that you were live, but I had to finish work today. Guys were waiting for their snow blowers. I had to finish. Yeah, I guess I can shop. I used to know a guy years ago that did custom embroidery on the shirts down in Florida. I can probably give him a call. That's not bad though for 20 of them. Yeah, $400. I could probably do that if you got a decent graphic. That's what, the little graphic on front, Maddie, and then something on the back. Yeah. Yeah, but you got a cool logo. I mean, your logo with the Transformers is actually pretty wild. I'd love to have something like that. But with me, I just want to make it utilitarian. Shows the YouTube logo, the arrow, and something with something, maybe me with a wrench or something, But anywho, Matt, you drink a lot of coffee. Do you have a favorite coffee cup? Because I tell you, hold on one second. I'm going to grab something. I'll show you. I'll be back and give me 10 seconds. All right, I'm back. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a coffee drinker. I drink tea too, but I like coffee. For some reason, the cup, I made it, Maddie, by about half a second, I believe, if someone's timing me. Remember, I'm an engineer. Used to be. Anyhow, when I'm drinking coffee or drinking tea, the cup makes a difference. It sounds stupid, but the cup makes a difference. And years ago, my wife loves Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, she drinks 3 or 4 of them a day. It's crazy. And sometimes Starbucks, but mostly Dunkin' Donuts. Anyway, about 10, 11 years ago, she brought home a mug. Okay, Starbucks mug, 2008, if you can see it. 2008, Christmas, all right? Don't ask me why, but this mug, it's about 18 ounces. It says 20, but it's like 18 ounces. It's the perfect size for my hand. It keeps it warm. It doesn't, I love this mug. I don't know. And I actually went on eBay yesterday because I broke one of these like 2 years ago and found one on eBay. And I use it all the time. And I said, I need another one. And I actually found one on eBay. I think it was $16 shipped. But I'll be honest with you, I have to use this mug every time. We have 100 mugs in the cabinet. I have to use this mug. I don't know what it is. I love that mug. It feels good. It tastes better. I don't know. That's just me. Something stupid with me, but I love that mug. Anyhow, showed my channel some love. That's okay. What else? Trying to think. What else is everybody working on? Anybody working on anything else? Maddie, forget it. He's got 100 things he's working on. But anywho, I'm trying to get a lead on well, not a lead. I do have a lead. There's a woman I think I mentioned a few weeks ago who has a bunch of hardwood trees that were cut down by the hydraulic company here in actually in Monroe, Connecticut, and she wants them cut up. Don't have to take them away. She just wants them cut up because they're long trees. They're 60, 80-foot hardwood trees, 10 to 20 inches in diameter. And I was almost thinking, you taking off, Matt? All right, we'll see you, Matt. Thanks for stopping. She wants it cut up, but then she said you could leave it. She just doesn't like the long pieces in her backyard or bordering her backyard. So I was trying to see if there's anyone in the area here that wanted to play with some saws, meet up over there and start cutting some stuff up. But like I said, I'm in the Trumbull, Monroe, Bridgeport, Connecticut area. I didn't know if anyone was available that wanted to come down and play with some saws, but yeah, whatever. We'll see what happens. Drinking out of the pot. Depends on what your pot looks like. My mother growing up had an aluminum percolator, 2-cup, maybe 6-8 inches tall, with a little glass bulb on top, 2-cup only. And her and my father, after dinner every night, electric stove would put this percolator in 2 cups. They would have the small cups, like almost like teacups. They'd have my father would drink, my father's funny, would eat sunbeam bread, which is the most disgusting bread because you try and put butter on it, it would break right through it, real thin stuff. I would run over to my neighbor's house. He had money and they bought Wonder Bread. And it was like, ooh, Wonder Bread. We always went to the thrift shop and bought day old sunbeam bread. But my father would drink his little cup of coffee and slurp it up with his sunbeam bread. Max 610. Good saw. I like Max 610s. Heavy saw, but it's a nice saw. Is it a Pro Max 610? Because I worked on a Pro Max 610 about a year or two ago. The guy couldn't get it to run right, and I fixed it for him at Tillotson Carb and some other stuff, and he loved that saw. He put it on the shelf because he said it was so darn heavy, and he bought a 660 or 661, whatever the new one was. But I tell you, that thing had power. It was just so heavy. I don't see being out with a 610 all day. My arm would be dead, let's see. 266 ought to be fun. There was a 262 XP around here. The guy wanted $50 for it. He never responded, so I'm assuming he sold it. That was on Facebook Marketplace. He had a 262 and I think a 346 XP, and he only wanted $50 each. He said they ran, so it was a heck of a deal. So, but like I said, I responded. He never did. So we'll see. Matt was saying in his videos today, the best price for a saw is free if you can find those. And I've gotten some of those. I actually, my buddy Justin there works up at LNR. I had gotten an old, I think it was a home light, must have been from the 50s, in a trade to do some snowblower work with some other saws, and it started. The thing was from the 50s, and it actually started. I gave it to Justin, and hopefully he's enjoying it. But it was the coolest saw. I just had no use for it. I got rid of a bunch. I gave Justin a bunch of stuff, but it's funny. You talk about home lights and McCullochs and stuff. I had boxes upon boxes upon boxes of parts for those. And honestly, before I got into saws years ago, I threw it all out. I would have been not rich, but I would have had a lot of money in parts today. So if you ever go to tag sales and you see boxes with like home light parts, chainsaw, McCulloch, stuff like that, pick them up. You never know what these things cost. You go into like Randy's and all these other guys that sell the parts online. They're asking a lot of money for some of these parts. They don't make them anymore. So good money. 52 top end. Yeah, that's okay. Just minimal porting, port matching, whatever. You don't need too much. T435. Oh, the concrete saw? Or is that a top handle? Is the T435 a wood saw or is it a concrete saw? Yeah, Boneyard. Yeah, you're especially in the area around here. I mean, they made the home lights in Portchester. So, that's only 40 minutes from where I live, So, yeah, top handle, right? Oh, yeah, 435, the top handle one. Yeah. I hear they had problems with those, Willie, though. I don't know who it was. If it was Walt, A Fleet Commander, one of those guys, he said they have trouble tuning or keeping a tune. I don't know if that's true or not. But I tell you, one thing about Randy, at first, the prices are high. I give him that. But he has stuff you can't find. Maddie's bought stuff. I've bought stuff. If you can't find it, you pay what the market demands, and that's what it demands. So I give him credit for stocking a lot of obsolete parts, just like Chainsaw with the R on the end. That guy too. He charges a good penny for what he does, but he has the obsolete stuff that you can't find anymore. Is that what it is, Willie? Because I think Walt was saying that he had trouble tuning one, or somebody had trouble tuning one of those 435s. They just finally gave up. They just said it's not worth playing with it. But just kind of odd. Now the T4, that's a clamshell, isn't it, Willie? Because it's a 35cc. I think it's still the clamshell type, but it's got the top handle on it for like limbing and stuff, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Cute little saw, but I still think the best small saw nowadays, hands down, is that new Echo. What is it? The 8010 or something like that. That little one they have, that's a killer saw. Really killer saw. But anywho. All right, guys. I'm approaching a half hour. I think I'm going to hit it. Anybody got any questions, comments, suggestions, anything? What do you got? Anything going on? I just figured I'd come on and say hello to everybody. It's been a few weeks and see what everybody's up to. Anyway, I think, in fact, I'm looking. If any of you visit Bellhopper, go to his channel right now. He's online. He's been online, I think, for about 3 hours. He's still online. He usually goes online for 4 or 5 hours at a time. Very entertaining. He's one of the best, McCulloch mechanics around. Jeremy Bell. Really, really good channel. I really recommend Jeremy Bell's channel. He's really cool, and he's got some good stuff on there. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. Everybody take care. Be safe. Do some cutting if you can, but definitely be safe. And we'll see you before Christmas. But if I don't, have a merry, have a happy, have a safe, and we'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.